Today was the Brooder box clean out day. So last night I went to Target and got some Glad press and seal, which is something that helps keep them from pooping on all the stuff. So I pressed this over the Brooder heater and also the pavers. So this is me just getting ready to get set up to get all of the chicks transported over into the original Brooder box that I created. So it did come in handy. So I can put them in there while I'm cleaning out this box. And you can see how nasty that Brooder heater got. Didn't take very long at all. They're getting bigger. So when it comes to this Glad press and seal, this is going to be a lifesaver because the bigger they get, the worse this poop is going to get. So I'm just using the plastic fork to kind of scrape off some of the poop before I go take it out there and clean it. And their box is a hot mess, so they'll have to hang out. I got their water and food sitting on top of a block of cocoa coir, took their Brooder box, the other one outside, sprayed it down really good with some vinegar and water, mostly vinegar, and just kind of let it sit and air out. And then I cleaned off the Brooder heater and got it looking pretty good, got all the poop off of it, got it wrapped up really nicely. I made sure to not fold the edges underneath the bottom because, of course, that's where the heat is going to be. And I didn't know what would happen. I didn't want that plastic or the press and seal stuff to be melting or whatnot. So, and also I went ahead and did the same thing with the pavers too, because the pavers I had in there were full of poop. So I covered those up. So this is me just refreshing the box with some more pine shavings, getting a nice fresh layer of pine shavings in there. And then after I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and start to put their pavers back in. I put too much, I think, in there because I noticed that they were always getting pine shavings in their water. So this is me trying to kind of reorganize it so there's not so much, so the pine shavings aren't so tall right around where their water is going to be. So I'm just kind of trying to figure that out. And then I'm going to put the Brooder heater lamp back in there and get everything situated so that I can get them all back in. So this is taking me a second because I'm OCD when it comes to this kind of stuff. I didn't realize it was taking me this long. Oh, and I got a smaller paper, that little triangle shaped one. Instead of two rectangles, I got one that was a triangular shape from outside so that it would be the water. And I hope that that will keep them from getting up on there and like pooping in it, because they can reach the water from standing, you know, over in the shavings. So I'm going to see how that works out. And this is the setup. Everybody's back in the heater lamp. I'm checking for Pasty butt. This guy's good. He's ready to go. They were like, yeah, no, I do not want to get caught. So it was kind of fun catching them. This one is okay. There's nothing there. So she goes in the box. I've been calling these guys he, but they're girls. Hopefully, all of them are girls. And she did have a little case of pasty butt. So this is just me working a damp paper towel in that area to loosen up, to get the compaction, or whatever you want to call it, off of her behind, so that when she poops, it doesn't continue to cause a problem. Same thing with this chickie. And I'm trying to remember not to hold them too tight while I'm doing this. But again, if I don't do this, then it's going to be problematic for them. So while it might be a little bit frustrating for them and me, it's got to get done. So there they are with their cleaned off butts, the little furry cutie pies, and they are super hungry. Some fresh food, feeding them 20% protein, and their water still has the apple cider vinegar and sugar mixture. And they're doing really, really well. So they calmed down. They're not very loud. They're getting settled back in. And I'm so glad I did this press and seal, because the next coop clean out is not going to be an issue. And look, they're doing the water perfectly. This is exactly what I wanted. They're not up there turning around and pooping in the water. They're just standing there and drinking. And we got a little bossy, greedy little chick. Did y'all see that? And I made sure that the paver was far enough from the walls so that now I don't have to worry about them, you know, putting their butt up against the wall and smearing it with poop. And everybody's back in and all covered up, nice and clean. And believe it or not, even when this Brooder box was dirty, it did not carry an odor. I was shocked. Now, later on, I'm sure it will. Could be just because they're still babies. But they're right underneath the dining room window, which I keep cracked just to get some fresh air. But that was it. The first Brooder clean out. See you next time.